those events in Jerusalem attracted much interest in Iran. And what are the Iranian authorities saying at what is clearly a very tense time between Iran and Israel?
Yeah, they've attracted some interest, certainly when it comes to Iranian leaders. We've had some reaction from key Iranian leaders today, among them the Speaker of Iran's parliament, Ali Larijani, who denounced the U.S. embassy move to Jerusalem and called U.S. President Donald Trump's decision to move the embassy feeble-minded. He also said that Mr. Trump doesn't have the capacity to understand the long-term consequences of some of his actions. Also denouncing the move of the embassy today, the Secretary of Iran's Supreme National Security Council, who said that it's moves like this by Washington, by Israel, that sow violence and chaos in the region. He also said the U.S. should be held accountable if there's any instability and insecurity that results from this move. A number of Iranian leaders also calling on Palestinians, Islamic states, and the international community to take action against this move, although no one called for violence. They called for things like boycotting Israel and taking measures that are available within the mechanism of the UN. So you had denouncement from key Iranian leaders, no protests, no demonstrations on the streets of Iran. And that has perhaps a lot to do with the fact that neither Israel nor the U.S. has a presence here in Iran. When you see demonstrations against the U.S., against Israel in the Middle East, you usually see it at an embassy, a symbolic location. Obviously, neither the U.S. nor Israel have an embassy here, so no ideal location for demonstration and protest. So none of that happened here in Iran, but certainly some key Iranian leaders denouncing the decision today.
And just lastly, there's a sizable Jewish population in Iran itself. Do we ever hear much from them on this particular subject?
Yeah, many people not aware that there's roughly 10 to 20,000 Jews living here in Iran. Jews have been living here in Iran since the 6th century BC. That's when Iran was the Persian Empire, and King Cyrus actually freed the Jews from Babylonian captivity and enabled them to return to Jerusalem. We've talked to some Iranian Jews, and they're torn. They say they love Iran, they love their country, and they also love Israel and their faith. However, there's not much support for the Israeli government and what many here call the Zionist regime, that many here linked to oppression, violence, segregation, and ethnic cleansing. So they're torn. Again, they love their faith. They love Israel. They love Iran. One person called them their two parents, their mother and father, but they're against some of the Israeli government's moves, including the one today.
Okay, thank you for that update from Tehran. France 24's Reza Sayah, thank you so much.